Dear students, warm welcome to 12th standard English class poem. All the words a stage. Let us see the poem. All the words a stage. William Shakespeare. This poem was extracted from the play of Shakespeare, As You Like It, spoken by Jack Weiss. It's in Act 2, Scene 7, line 138. Okay. Shakespeare has written 37 plays and 154 sonnets and few poems also he has written. This poem is extracted from the play As You Like It. Already I have told you. Okay. The theme of the poem is man is the ultimate loser in the game of life, and he compares human life as 7 stages. First is infant, second schoolboy, third lover, 4 soldier, 5 middle age, that is judge, 6 old man, 7 second childhood. Okay, see the concept of the, already I have told you, the theme of the poem is man is the ultimate loser in the game of life. Okay, all the words a stage. The title is also considered metaphor. All the words a stage, and all the men and women merely players. According to Shakespeare, the world is place of stage, and men and women are merely players. They are considered about him, according to him, players. We are living as a separate characters. They have their exits and their entrances. Here exits mean death, entrances mean birth, and one man in his time plays many parts. A man in his life, he plays many parts. Parts mean here characters. See the line man and many, starting with M, that is considered as alliteration. Okay, his acts being 7 ages. Already I have told you the 7 stages of man, that the infant, schoolboy, lover, soldier, judge, old man, second child. That is his acts being 7 ages. 7 ages means 7 stages. At first, the infant, already I have told you, infant, mewing and puking. Mewing mean here is making in his child, infant as a cat mewing, and puking means here vomiting. Vomiting in the nurse's arms. In his childhood or from the beginning to birth, he is in the hands of nurse arms and vomiting more times. He is helpless. Then the whining schoolboy. Whining mean he is unhappy to go to school. When the child was in school age, it is not liking to go to school. With his satchel. Satchel mean school bag. The school child carrying the school bag. And shining morning face creeping like snail. Here like is considered as simile in this line. And shining morning face, in the morning his face is very clear, creeping like snail. When he go to school, his face is very dull, because the child did not want to go to school, unwillingly to school. The child is going to school unwillingly. And then the second stage is tells in these lines, and then the lover. This is the second stage. Shine like furnace. This is also considered as simile. Shine like furnace. Here furnace mean fireplace with a woeful ballad. Woeful mean unhappy. It makes unhappy songs during the lover stage. Okay, made to his mistress eyebrow. In this third stage, he wanted to cheer and make laugh with and happy also with his lady love, mistress eyebrow. Here then a fourth stage, then a soldier. He is the soldier stage is full of strange oaths. Oaths mean here promising his duties, promising. He promised to his maybe his employer or promising, and bearded like the pod. Here this line is considered as simile because the line like, and bearded like the bod. Bod mean it is beard and his mustache look like a bod, leopard. Then jealous in honor. Jealous in honor mean here the young man takes great care of his honor, his reputation as good man. He wanted to take a good man in his life. Jealous in honor. Sudden and quick in quarrel. Sudden and quick in quarrel mean quarrel is a slightly old fashioned word for an argument. Argument. Sudden here means unpredictable. So in all argument, this young man might suddenly become violent. He is calm, but suddenly he changed his character as a violent one. This fourth stages look like that. Seeking the bubbled reputation. Here, seeking the bubbled reputations means a bubble is empty. It has no, it is a thing, but immediately it is an abstract. So, by seeking the bubble reputation, Shakespeare means a short-lived glory, temporary happy, temporary glad. Here, it means even in the cannon's mouth. Even in the cannon's mouth mean a cannon large. It is a large gun, and its mouth was at the front. So the man seeks his reputation, even if it means standing in front of guns. Even in the front of gun, he is very bold to face death also in the stage. Even in the cannon's mouth, and then the justice. Here, justice means, for example, in the stage is ready to answer and give justice to all the problems. Even in the cannon's mouth, and then the justice. This is the fifth stage, and then the justice in fair round belly with a good capons lined. Capons lined is here. Here it means to line means to fill something at the edges. Here to line means to fill something at the edges. Here the man was fat from eating good chicken. Here this is the meaning of capons lined, with eyes severe and a beard of formal cut. In this stage, his beard and haircut is formal. With severely he cut his hair short, full of Weiss sauce. Sauce mean saying. Full of, in this stage, his entire speeches and his output look like wise people and modern intenses. And so he plays his part. In the fifth stage, he plays here mean his activities entirely he did well. Next, the sixth stage shifts into the lean and slippered pantaloon. Here it means lean and slippered pantaloon mean this phrase describes a thin old man. He becomes thin and he changed his appearance as a old man, and he was very lean, but he is very knowledgeable and wise. The first line, all the words a stage, it is considered as metaphor. See the second line, and all the men and women merely players. Here M and M, first letter is comes as same, that's why it is considered as alliteration. See the fourth line, and one man in his times plays many parts. Here man and many, alliteration. See the line, and shining morning face creeping like snail. Like comes like if a line comes as or like, it's considered as simile. See the line, sighing like furnace with a woeful ballad. Here like some, that's why simile. See, the next line, full of strange odds and bearded like the bird. Here likes comes, that's why it's considered as simile. See the next line, jealous in honor, sudden and quick in quarrel. Quick and quarrel, same letters, that's it, that's why it is alteration. See the line, seeking the bubbled reputation. This line is considered as metaphor. Okay. See the second stanza. The first stanza contains 20 lines and also the second stanza contains 8 lines. Okay, see, with spectacles on nose and pouch on side. This is the sixth stage. With spectacles on nose and pouch mean here, see, pouch. Pouch means small money bag contents in this sixth stage. His youthful host, he has worn spectacles on nose and pouch. Pouch means small money bag. On side he has kept already ever. His youthful hose. Hose mean thin tight trousers. He has worn thin tight trousers, well shaved and world too wide. Here world too wide, here it means much too big. According to his age, the world is too big because he cannot move like in his youthful age here and there. He cannot roam. His youthful horse, well shaved, has kept money. A world too wide. According to him, the world is too big. See, in this line, alliteration, world and wide, W and W. It is considered as alliteration. Next, for his shrunk shank, here and his big manly voice. Here, shrunk shank means to shrink means to grow smaller, and a shank is a piece of meat cut from a leg of an animal. So, man's legs have grown narrower with age. In this age, shrunk, and his big manly voice become turned as a child in his lost, and his big manly voice turning again toward childish trouble. In this stage, in the sixth stage, his voice changed as a small boy, like a small boy. Treble pipes mean a high sound. High sound changed then, and whistles in his sound. His voice is become like a whistle. Here it means making breathing sound like that, and whistles in his sound. This is last scene of all. Here it means the exit stage of his life. Man's last scene of all, the seventh stage. Seventh stage is second childhood. Last scene of all that ends this strange eventful history. Here it means in this last stage of that ends this strange eventful history. His life changes as a history. And in second childishness, his last stage of life, second childishness come to him in his life, and mere oblivion sans teeth. Here oblivion, already we have seen the treble. Here treble is a higher part of a piece of music. Then our Shakespeare is referring to a boy's high pitched voice. A voice is changed as a small boy. Here the second child is he changed his life changed as second childishness. Then oblivion and mere oblivion. Oblivion mean if someone is oblivious, or he or she does not know what is happening around him in her. He lost slightly in his consciousness around him or her. What is happening around him or her, and if he or she lives in oblivion, here he or she is completely forgotten by other people. All the people are completely forgetting because they are very old. Here sans in this stage, last stage, sans teeth, sans eyes, sans taste, sans everything. Sans mean here without. In the last stage, man or woman, sans teeth mean their teeth fall because of too age. Then sans eyes mean their eye vision is slightly coming down, and sans taste, their tongue cannot identify the taste because too age, and sans everything, all the things in their life, sans everything. Okay, in this poem, the father of English drama, Shakespeare, has given a detail of 7 stages of a man in this poem. Okay, we have seen, see, the poem, all the words, a stage is taken from Shakespeare's views life realistically. The theme of the poem is already, and the first I told you, poem, the theme of the poem is that man is the ultimate loser in the game of life. He says that the world is a stage and all men and women are players on the stage. Every player has many parts. Everyone, man or human, has many characters. Here parts mean characters to play, and he or she plays 7 roles during his life. Man, whatever he may be, man or woman, both are in their life, their role is 7 stages in their life. Then the first stage is that of an infant. Already I told you the 7th stage. The infant is a helpless child because here he is in his mother's arms or nurse. In his mother's arms, he merely vomits in the nurse's arms. And in the second stage, he is a child who goes to school unwillingly. He is not like to go to school. He likes to play in his home. It may be noted that man keeps losing one's quality and blessing while qualifying for another one. Then he comes to 3rd stage as a lover. The 3rd stage brings before us the lover who sings sad ballads for his lady love. In the youthful age, when man is full of energy, he may do everything to bless his beloved. Even his life filled with merrymaking and joyous songs passes so quickly because he lives in this stage for his lover. The 4th stage is soldier is a 4th stage. Here man seeks fame, though it is temporary and short-lived. This stage is temporary and short-lived. He endangers his life for it. In this stage he is very bold, but it is nothing more than a bubble. In this stage is look like a bubble because immediately or shortly it disappears in the 4th stage. Then he comes to 5th role is of a middle-aged man. He has a round belly. He cites modern intenses. He comes as a judge in this stage. In the 6th stage, this is the old man age stage. Man becomes very weak in his physical. He has pouches to carry money, and his tight hose has become too big. He cannot carry himself also for him because he has become very lean. He become very lean. His big manly voice is turning again towards a childish trouble. His voice is entirely changed like a small boy. In the last stage, 7th stage, the condition of man becomes very miserable, very pitiful. Now he has grown very old and weak. His entire physical appearance and his strength lost in this stage. This is a stage to exit the world. In this stage he loses his teeth, eyes. Loses his teeth means all of his teeth fell. Eyes, his power vision also gradually decreased. Taste, he lost taste, and everything one by one. And finally, in his life too, at last he died. He becomes almost like a child and forgets everything about the past.